one of the most dramatic and unusual stories in the history of harness racing concerns this old gelding, Rambling Willie, a pacer purchased for $15,000 that won over $1,500,000. At his farm in Mokina, Illinois, owner, trainer, driver Bob Farrington reflected on Willie.
Well, I heard about the horse through a groom that worked for Gene Riggle. He came up sportsman, and he told me about a horse was down in the Indiana fairs he seen. He thought he'd be one to sell him. So I rode down there and I looked at the horse and I just bought him. I didn't see him hitched or anything. I get $15,000 for him, what the guy asked. At the time I bought him, I figured I could win a couple cheap races with him, and if I had to, I'd put him in a $10,000 or $12,000 claimer. As a 3-year-old, he looked like a real nice horse, and I kept him eligible for the Midwest Derby. I quit with him a little earlier than I thought I would. And as a 4-year-old, he looked real good, and I raced him in the Chicago area for the whole year as a 4-year-old. I never left Chicago. He won $100,000 and raced his way up into the free-for-all. Then the next year, I think it was the year he bowed his tenant and kind of got a bad start with him. And he was kind of hanging, couldn't beat the free-for-allers. So I shipped him down to Scioto, and he just happened to be the best there. He won, I think, 6 in a row. And seemed like it just kind of braved him up and changed his attitude, and I brought him back up to Chicago. He thought he could beat anybody, and he has ever since. This horse has got a big heart, and I think what makes him a great horse, he overcomes problems. He strides right out, and he don't pick his feet up real hard. He don't hit the ground hard. I think that's one reason that he stayed as sound on his bad legs that he has, is because it's a gait he's got. He doesn't wear any boots. He's just a natural gaited horse. He trains real sluggish and lazy. If you get up and train him a horseman, they didn't know the horse, they wouldn't give much for him or think much of him.
As soundness was always a problem with Rambling Willie, Farrington explained how a swimming pool played a major role in his success with the horse.
See what you can do. You can swim a horse, keep his lungs and his wind built up, and keep him off of his legs all at the same time, and try to get ahead of his soundness, or his lameness. He's a horse that just wins, and he doesn't do any more than he has to. If you get him to the front, he don't want a horse to go by. He'll race him right down the wire. He might not only beat him the head or the nose, but he'll race one right down the wire.
Rambling Willie's staying game. Here comes Abercrombie. Here comes LeBaron Rouge. Rambling Willie is hanging on.